Hello, and welcome to something special.
Yep, it's the same old Destiny. Nothing new about this.
So yeah, so this weekend, or last weekend, the Destiny 2 beta came to the PC, and I figured I was gonna do something. I wanted to check it out, and I also wanted to kind of give a sneak peek into the future, possibly, with the Destiny 2. So yeah, as you can see, same three classes, although each class has something new to show off. But for the purposes of this video, we're just going to go with the Warlock, since that's what we've been running with. That's what we started Destiny 1 with.
Good old Ugg.
Yeah, there's no character customization yet, as of the beta. So
Yeah, I was gonna say probably not in the beta, but after that, sure.
Oh my god, this game is so pretty though.
Ikora, if you tell me this is a practical joke... Well,
The question here is this
Impressing you, Cade, is the easiest thing.
pre-rendered or is it in-game?
Zavala!
I believe cutscenes are pre-rendered. I believe. But the game itself looks super pretty as well, so.
Sabotage the Skyline defense systems.
And comms have been spotty for the last few hours. Every sensor beyond the wall has gone dark.
I like robot Owen Wilson.
That's fucking Nathan Fillion, sir. I'll have you know.
He's doing his best Owen Wilson impression.
Nothing.
Wow.
No. I mean, they're not there. There are no satellites.
And that's not...
So, this is going to be a little bit spoilery. We're going to fight some enemies that we haven't actually seen in the LP yet, but it's okay. It's not going to be that bad. Like, pretty sure nothing really gets spoiled.
Everyone with me, now!
Damn, way to ruin the game for me, Python.
Yeah.
That poor man, he tried so hard to get into the Warlock sphere or whatever the hell it is.
That's Word of Dawn. It's a Titan thing that you can do in the first game.
Oh.
It's pretty good too.
Yeah, apparently you can stop a barrage of ship lasers or something. Oh, never
Missiles.
mind. No, it can't.
Well, it did a good job for a while at least. So yeah, this does take place after all of the Destiny DLC and whatnot, including Rise of Iron. But, like I said, it doesn't actually spoil anything as far as I could tell, which is why I felt comfortable with doing this now.
The Reapers are coming.
Ah, yes. These so-called Reapers.
Someone call Shepard, we need him.
So, I have to admit something. These loading screens are not as short as the video makes it seem. I have, for your convenience, for your viewing pleasure, I have cut them all out, or at least most of them.
Even the emergency frequencies.
So cinematic.
What is going on back there? Remember when I told you that you fly too fast? Forget I said that. Fly fast.
Also,
Who voices Ghost in this one? Your Ghost, I mean.
Nathan Drake. I forget his name.
Oh.
Nolan North. That one. Yep. Nolan North returns. All of the voice cast, as far as I was able to tell, came back. So that's real cool. I mean, aside from Peter Dinklage, but, you know, he's already gone anyway.
Poor Peter Dinklage.
So
Never
for
stood a
those-
chance.
For those watching the cut version, welcome. Hello. This is Destiny 2. It's exciting and pretty and new. So, first thing you might notice is that on the bottom left on our status bar there, we have a third new ability. That's pretty cool, and we'll get to show that off a little bit later. And weapons have been kind of reclassified a little bit. They're now kinetic weapons, energy weapons, and heavy weapons.
Okay.
So, also another new thing is that pulse rifles are, or not pulse rifles, fusion rifles are now considered heavy weapons. And as you can see, there's a new subclass that we're going to be using for the first little bit here. And a weapon type that we haven't actually seen in Destiny 1, but it does exist in Destiny 1. We'll get to that when we get to that.
So you just start at level 20.
For the beta, yeah. And I'm assuming for the actual game, it'll start you at like 20 for this mission. I'm assuming that this is the first mission of the game. So
my assumption is maybe this is later in the game, but not that much later.
The Cabal conquer systems by blowing
maybe
up planets.
it's possible.
Whatever they want, it must be here.
It won't be the first time a game has been very far in and in the demo.
I mean, there is a possibility that it like starts off with us going out, and then this is when we come back.
Yeah.
Rendezvous in the plaza. Our city will not fall.
But
You two, give me a sec.
this reminds me of something I said a very long time ago, not on these forums or anything, but I said something about Mass Effect 2 and why I liked it so much is because they weren't afraid to destroy what they created in the first game. And a lot of that comes back and rings true here, because look at this. This is our home. This is the fucking tower. This is the tower overlooking the last city. And it's getting all fucked up.
To the plaza. I'll take care of these people. If the Cabal want war, give them war.
Also, I don't think I introduced him yet, but that's Lord Shaxx. He is in charge of the Crucible, in the first game at least. He's voiced by Lenny James, who you might recall is Morgan from The Walking Dead. So that's pretty cool.
Who? Wait, are we talking the Walking Dead games or the TV show?
The show.
I don't remember who Morgan is at all.
He's the black fellow Rick first meets up with after the whole apocalypse thing happens.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So, I kind of wanted to show off quite a few of the weapons as I could. So that's why you see me kind of swapping back and forth between them every so often. But the shooting in this game feels really satisfying, which isn't a surprise coming from the first game, because I felt like that was pretty solid in the first game as well.
Also, Bungie have a lot of experience with making shooting weapons.
Yeah, yeah.
Doing the shootmans.
The shootmans. Also, being as this is actually on the PC, it is a couple of the main features they were touting for the game was that uncapped frame rate and 4K resolution. Obviously, this video isn't in 4K. I apologize for that, but that seems a little overkill.
How dare you not put this in 4K?
But yeah, it runs super, super well. Nice and smooth. I didn't notice any hitching while I was playing, even if it was just the beta. And everything just feels super tight. I'm very excited for this, actually.
Let me tell you, I can notice all 1080 pixels right now.
So, you may have noticed that we actually picked up an exotic weapon from Shaxx's armory there. That is a submachine gun, which is actually a new, well, unless they put it in Rise of Iron, it's a new weapon type. And this particular exotic is actually really fun. If you take any arc damage, it basically shoots infinitely, and it's fantastic. And it does like chain lightning and shit.
Okay, I don't remember that.
What?
You spawned a sword and started slicing dudes. I don't remember that.
Yeah, that's the new subclass, Super. It's pretty fucking cool.
Oh.
Also, look at all of this. Look at all of that. That's so fucking... Man, I can't stop gushing about this shit. It's so good. So, you may notice, if you remember, we've actually been here before. This is the hangar. This is where we would go talk to the shipwright.
Ruthless. And rumor is they have never known defeat.
I remember that.
Until today.
I'm sure you do.
Today they face guardians.
I just like zone out for 14 minutes each episode.
The traveler waits. We protect our people at any cost.
I make music-based puns and don't remember what happens. It's fine.
It is fine. So yeah, the Dawnblade subclass is real fun from what I can tell. It replaces the Sunsinger, which is unfortunate because I liked the Sunsinger a whole lot. But this is a very, very suitable replacement for it. Of course, we have all of our options. They changed the talent tree up a little bit. You see, it's a lot more streamlined, not as many options. But I kind of like that too. It kind of eases things a little bit.
The Traveler. What is that thing they're attaching to it?
So coming up is our first real big engagement of this mission at the very least. And you should at least recognize this. This is where you spawn into the tower on Destiny 1.
No, look, no bells are ringing.
That's fine. But yeah, you can see I'm taking a lot of blue shots. I should be using that submachine gun. And just never stop pressing the fire button. Also, I just used that new ability I mentioned. I changed it over to Empowering Rift, but basically, as far as I can tell, the Warlock class can actually just put down rifts. One is for healing and one's for weapon damage. And they're pretty cool. It kind of locks you in place. But I'm sure if you're feeling confident in yourself, you could probably move around and get back to it and kind of just dance around.
So I don't see what the hate is about this game. It looks pretty good. Like, to be honest, it looks
Don't let them pass the gate.
better than the first game.
It really does.
The set pieces are, I would say, I don't want to say epic because it's such a commonly used term to describe just literally anything, but it's impressive.
It is. It is. I think a lot of what people were complaining about might have been the Crucible, which I'll admit I hadn't actually. I didn't actually trek into the Crucible during the beta, so I couldn't quite tell you. But you know, PvP nerds are always the most vocal ones.
Oh, of course, my PvP.
Hold here. That command ship, it's next on the list.
How dare they touch my sacred player versus player action that, like, to be honest, in this game would be better than, say, any of the other MMOs out at the moment.
Yeah, no, this is from when I was playing Destiny 1 a whole lot. I would go into the Crucible and I loved it. It was so frenetic.
So what's changed about the Crucible that's made people mad?
Again, I don't know. It might just be the new subclasses and the balancing, but I'm not entirely sure.
No, they'll fix that. I mean, it's a beta, right?
Yeah, it's a beta, so things are bound to change. So yeah, one of the things you might notice is that I'm actually aiming and firing while I am gliding in the air, which is pretty fucking nifty if I could actually control where I'm aiming. Like, when I'm on the ground, I have no issues, but when I was in the air, I could not, for the life of me, peg anything down.
Zavala, the last of the shuttles is away. But the speaker, he never made it. I'm going to look for him.
Also, when the ship fires the missiles,
We're on it, Commander.
Zavala will say, "Get to me in the shield." That's a death trap unless you're already up here.
Why is that?
Because the missiles don't fire at you; they fire at Zavala. So unless you're So if you're out in the field and like you get the missiles and Zavala says, "Oh, get over here," and you run over there, basically you die to the blasts, the explosions rocking off of his Ward of Dawn.
How dare you? I like that little robot.
He's whistling while he works.
He's just so happy. He doesn't care that, you know, the whole place is getting fucked up. He'll volley this.
Yeah, look, he's having fun. He's got a job to do. He's doing his job.
The speaker is gone. Red Legion, you will take no more from us, and you will find no...
Well, now we know what they are. They're the Red Legion.
The Red Legion. That is a subset, actually, of the enemy types we're facing. So these guys are called the Cabal, and we'll find out more about them as we get further along in Destiny 1.
Oh yes, I feel like you've mentioned them loosely.
I may have. But yeah, we're not going to talk too much about them here. We'll wait until they're more relevant to the current LP.
Wait, this isn't the current LP? We're not playing Destiny 2?
Holiday is inbound. We need that ship off the field.
Look at that sick double kill. Oh yeah. Also, I get confused and I think fire is the enemy. Fire is not entirely the enemy.
I feel like these legionaries are the enemy, not fire.
Yeah, yeah. And you'd be right. So, one thing I did notice about the beta so far is that matching your colors to the shields is actually really important. More so than in the first game. Because those shields take a lot of damage otherwise.
Zavala, picked up that Guardian you never showed up about?
So you may not remember this character. We don't talk to her much. She's the shipwright, Amanda Holiday.
Hold on back there!
She's a badass. She becomes more relevant in the Taken King.
Because she's taking a holiday.
Whoa!
Come on,
Eh.
guy.
She's also space southern.
So she's space racist?
I don't know. Maybe not. I think that's kind of toned down in the days preceding the apocalypse.
All right, Guardian. Time to kick him where it hurts.
That's a sweet tattoo though, let me tell you.
Oh yeah. Definitely. So, I think it's time to go back to some familiar stomping grounds here. Check out the Voidwalker changes.
Oh,
So-
I thought you were talking about we were going to go to Venus or something like that, or the moon.
That wizard, it came from the moon. But no, the Voidwalker is basically the same as it was. You know, it has been changed up a little bit, so it's kind of been freshened up. And you can see there we're going to take the Blink out for a ride, and this is something that I immediately regret during the recording. It gets me into a lot of trouble.
What doesn't get you into a lot of trouble, Python?
Shh. Shh. But yeah, Blink, I find, for me, is difficult to control where you're going. But I wanted to show it, and so I was like, you know what, let's just do it. It doesn't operate the same as your other double jumps. It's weird to explain. It does propel you forward a little bit, but it's not as much as you might expect it to, which is where I was getting the issues from.
Hologram could help. Let me take a look.
But its vertical height doesn't go nearly as far either.
Let me guess, it blinks to where you were looking.
That might be the case. I am not entirely sure, actually. Like I said, I don't use it very often. So.
Oh, I remember that explosion grenade thing.
Yeah, the scatter grenade is one of my favorites from the first game, and it's real fun in this one too. So
If you beat this beta in a specific time, do you get a cutscene where your character takes off the helmet and it's UG underneath?
oh, I so wish that was the case.
With any luck, there'll be a port your character in sort of thing.
Well, that would be an issue for me since I played the PS4 version of Destiny 1 and this is on PC.
Rip Python.
I mean, I'm sure most of the same options will be there. So it wouldn't be too much of an issue to just recreate it. Also, you noticed earlier, I kind of didn't say anything about it, but I was shooting that guy and his shield was taking a load of damage, but when I used my melee ability on him, it just vanished from half to nothing.
Burning out. Anyone heard from a core?
Right.
So, like I said, matching shield elements is going to be apparently very, very, very important.
Interesting.
Also, I did not jump there. That was actually an ability those Scions used on me. It's basically like a gravity grenade, I guess I would call it.
Fascinating, the future, huh?
Yeah.
What's next? Black hole grenades?
That'd be pretty sick.
I lost where you were for a second there.
Yeah, me too. But all is well. We're still fighting this dude.
Oh, this guy's named. That means he's a last boss or something.
Well, not the last boss, but he is certainly beefier than anything we fought preceding, so...
Well, I don't mean like last boss of the game. Congratulations, you did it.
Man, I'm glad this thing has infinite ammo, because that was a little bit embarrassing. Well, I mean, let me rephrase. I'm glad this thing has infinite ammo as long as I've taken arc damage.
Is there any guns like this in Destiny?
None of the Year 1 exotics, which is when I played most, none of those were like that. The closest that came to it was the Icebreaker, the sniper rifle that regen ammo.
Right. But I'm guessing that didn't regen ammo from being shot.
No. So we're gonna take out the pulse rifle here for a bit. I actually like it a little bit more in Destiny 2 than I did in 1. In Destiny 1, they kind of felt a little weak, less than stellar. But here they feel all right.
Yeah, I like them, and I'm not even playing this game. You've got the Grey Fox seal of approval.
Nice. That's all I ever wanted. Was your acceptance.
Look, the gun has the acceptance, not you. You got to work harder for it.
Look, I walked into that one.
You can't see, but I'm nodding my head right now.
Mm-hmm.
The shield generator should be straight ahead.
So, after fighting our way through this entire goddamn ship, we're finally nearing our objective. But of course, we can't do that before we have another big fight.
Lots of enemies.
Oh yeah. And hey look, we've got the proper weapon for this guy's shield. By which I mean Nova Bomb.
Did that guy just... Did he just die?
Yes?
Huh. Nice name, nerd.
Like, I kind of wish I was able to score some Kobe's like I did with UG, but no such luck. I didn't build up enough super again.
All right, destroy
Go do some LeBron Jameses.
Oh yeah.
Just like that.
Okay, so here's where I really got in trouble with Blink. For one, I'm running the wrong direction, and two, Blink is not sufficient to clear those turbines.
Heat levels rising.
Not entirely, at least.
Working.
So yeah. So let's go the correct direction now and follow the turbines so that we have a little bit more time.
I feel like that probably would have helped.
Oh yeah, you know, just a little bit, not too much.
Zavala, we did it. The shields
That
are
being
down.
said, you can clear the turbines, just not convincingly.
So here's the question, is this meant to be the same... What is it called? Exalt? I don't know.
The same Guardian?
I guess the same Guardian that everyone plays in the first game, or wait?
Yeah, it's supposed to be your character from the first game, yes.
Okay.
So here's where I finally decide to get rid of Blink so I can actually move on with my life.
Thank God.
Amanda, I'm headed topside.
I'm sure Blink has its uses, but not for you, Python.
Amanda.
Not for me.
Anyone?
So who's ready to meet the big bad of this game?
I was just going to say your ghost sounds a lot more whinier.
How do we come back from this?
You don't. Welcome to a world without light.
Oh no, our light's been taken. We've been Samist.
Yup,
Not look at me.
we certainly have.
You are weak. Undisciplined. Cowering behind walls. You're not brave. You've merely forgotten the fear of death. Allow me to reacquaint you.
I mean, you were revived, so I feel like you know what death is.
Your kind never deserve the power.
Ghost, no.
Poor ghost.
Wrong. And your light.
Why do they look like Warhammer 40k Marines?
I don't know.
Wow. He didn't even kick you off with his big powerful legs, he just kind of just tapped you. That's the real savage.